drugs are used to treat any type of epilepsy. So let's see the definition of anti-epileptic drugs. Okay, what is the anti-epileptic drugs? So these are the drugs or medicines that reduces frequency of epileptic seizure. Okay, the medicines helps to reduce frequency of epileptic seizure that are known as anti-epileptic drugs. Then these drugs are classified according to their therapeutic use. So first class is drugs used in grand mal epilepsy. Examples are phenytoin, methionine, phenobarbital, primidone, carbamazepine. Second class is drugs used in petit mal epilepsy. In that examples are tridone, paradise, ethosuximide. Then third class is drugs effective in psychomotor epilepsy. In that examples are phenytoin and tridone. Then Jacksonian epilepsy, phenobarbital, and status or last type of epilepsy, that is status epilepticus. In the drugs used as a paraldehyde and diazepam. Okay, this is the classification of anti-epileptic drugs. So these anti-epileptic or anti-seizure drugs are also classified by this way, that is first it is tonic, clonic and partial type of seizure. In this type of epilepsy, drugs used as a carbamazepine, phenytoin, phenobarbital. Second, in case of absence seizure, drugs like ethosuximide it is used. For broad spectrum purpose, valproic acid and clonazepam may be used, and for adjunct purpose, lamotrigine and gabapentin are useful. Then the drugs like lorazepam and diazepams are given by intravenous route for tonic, clonic and status epilepticus. And clonazepam it is also used as an alternative drug. This is the classification of anti-epileptic drugs. Then let's see the pharmacokinetic profile of one by one anti-epileptic drug. So first drug is phenytoin. Okay, so phenytoin it is also known as diphenylhydantoin or dilantin. So it was the drug, it is the synthesized in 1908 as a barbiturate analog. Okay, phenytoin हा barbiturate derivatives आहे and it is synthesized in 1908. So its anticonvulsant activity was specifically tested in 1938 in an and in the 1938 after that it becomes as a major anti-epileptic drug. So phenytoin it not a CNS depressant, okay, but some sedation occurs at therapeutic doses due to phenytoin, but this dose it does not increases further with dose, and rather toxic doses produces excitement and muscular rigidity. So most outstanding action is reduction of tonic phase of maximal electroshock seizures with no effects on prolongation of clonic phase. So what is the mechanism of action of phenytoin drug? Is phenytoin mainly act by mechanism of it promotes the sodium efflux from neurons. Okay, phenytoin has a stabilizing influence on neuronal membrane which prevents repetitive deterioration of normal brain cells during depolarization shift that occurs in epileptic patient. Okay, so phenytoin it acts by prolonging the inactivated state of voltage gated sodium channels. Okay, it promotes the sodium efflux from the neuronal area, and it also occurs by reduction of calcium influx. Okay, फिनिटॉइन हा बाय टू मेकॅनिझम ड्रग ॲक्ट होतो आहे. इट्स प्रमोट्स द सोडियम इफ्लक्स फ्रॉम न्यूरॉनल एरिया. Okay, it prolongs the inactivated voltage gated sodium channel, and it's also reduce the influx of calcium channel. By these two ways it it promotes its action, that is anti-epileptic. So indications of phenytoin drug is that are prophylaxis and treatments of major motor seizures. Contraindications like hypersensitivity and bradycardia. In such a case, phenytoin hypersensitivity reaction, and in case of bradycardia, phenytoin drug is contraindicated. Phenytoin creates the adverse reactions like ataxia, agitation, dizziness, headache, drowsiness, and it is considered under the consideration of pregnancy, and carefully monitoring is required in case of vital signs. So phenytoin mainly blocks the voltage gated sodium channel, and it is effective in partial as well as generalized tonic-clonic type of epilepsy. Okay, so therapeutic range of phenytoin, it being quite narrow, that is 40 to 100 micromolecule per liter. So this is the mechanism of phenytoin. It blocks the voltage gated sodium channel, that is it promotes the efflux of sodium, as well as it also reduces entry of or influx of calcium channel. And in the last slide we see the contraindication and adverse effect of phenytoin. So here some of adverse or unwanted effects are explained, that are like vertigo, headache, confusion, intellectual deteriorations, and increased seizure frequency, and gingival hyperplasia, megaloblastic anemia, peripheral neuropathies, osteoporosis, hypersensitivity reactions like skin rashes, and fetal malformation. All these are the unwanted effects of phenytoin. So phenytoin, that is one of the barbiturate analog. It's phenytoin or drugs like same derivatives phosphophenytoin that are used in case of used to prevent or control seizures, or it works by reducing spreading of seizures activity in the brain. Okay, so here we see the therapeutic uses of phenytoin, that are phenytoin, it is mainly first line anti-epileptic drug, but it is less commonly used nowadays because side effects are frequent. Okay, so in case of generalized tonic-clonic simple and complex partial type of seizure, the phenytoin drug is used as an anti-epileptic, but in case of absence seizure it's just ineffective. Okay, phenytoin becomes ineffective in case of absence type of seizure. Okay, it's just used in case generalized tonic clonic simple partial and complex partial seizure. Then second, in case of status epilepsy, occasionally it is used by slow intravenous injection, and in case of trigeminal neuralgia, the phenytoin, that is second choice of drug, is carbamazepine. With carbamazepine, phenytoin may be used in case of trigeminal neuralgia. So this is all about therapeutic uses of phenytoin. Then our next drug is by the mechanism, that is sodium channel inhibition, or by blocking sodium channel inhibition, the drugs like carbamazepine, lamotrigine, valproic acid, and topiramate, uh, all these drugs are also act by similar mechanism like phenytoin, that is by blocking or inhibition of voltage gated sodium channel. They are act. Okay, phenytoin drugs सारखा सेम सिमिलर मेकॅनिझम कार्बामॅझेपाइन, लॅमोट्रिझिन, वाल्प्रोइक ॲसिड अँड टोपिरामेट या ड्रग्सचा आहे. सो the drugs like valproate, they are act by reducing influx of calcium channel and by blocking sodium channel and by inhibiting the GABA transaminase enzymes. By these three ways, valproic acid may be act, and it is effective in many kinds of epilepsy, including absence and myoclonic seizure. Okay, phenytoin drug हा फक्त जनरलाइज्ड टोनिक क्लोनिक आणि पार्शियल आणि सिम्पल अँड कॉम्प्लेक्स टाईप ऑफ एपिलेप्सीमध्ये, सिम्पल कॉम्प्लेक्स पार्शियल सीझरमध्ये यूजफुल आहे, बट इट डज नॉट यूज्ड इन केस ऑफ ॲब्सेंस सीझर. पण कार्बामॅझेपाइन, वॅल्प्रोइक ॲसिड हे जे ड्रग्ज आहेत ते जवळजवळ सगळ्याच प्रकारच्या एपिलेप्सीमध्ये यूज केले जातात, ऑल्सो इन केस ऑफ ॲब्सेंस अँड मायोक्लोनिक सीझर्स. Unwanted effects of valproic acids are hepatitis, okay, then teratogenicity or neural tube defects like spina bifida and impaired cognitive functions and hair thinning and curling. All these are unwanted or side effects of valproic acid. Then our next drug is calcium channel inhibitor by a second type of mechanism, that is inhibition of calcium channel. Valproate and gabapentin drugs are act. So gabapentin, it is one of the irreversible and potent inhibitor of GABA transaminase. Okay, GABA transaminase, it is one of the enzyme which is present at the GABA receptor, and by potent mechanism gabapentin inhibits the GABA transaminase. So by this mechanism gabapentin may be act, and it is effective in almost all types of epilepsy like valproic acid, and particularly resistant patient to the established drugs. So gabapentin also useful in all types of epilepsy. Then unwanted or side effects of gabapentins are sedation, depression, psychotic disturbances and hallucination. These are the unwanted effects of gabapentin. Then our next drug is from barbiturate analog, that is phenobarbital. It is also one of the first anti-epileptic drug. It is the anti-epileptic actions are seen in the most of barbiturates derivative. So however, phenobarbital also shows the anti-epileptic action in lower concentration with an acceptable degree of sedation. Okay, phenobarbital हा जो ड्रग आहे या ड्रग्सला ॲडिशनल इफेक्ट आहे, दॅट इज स्पेसिफिक इफेक्ट आहे जो की इट इज यूजफुल ॲज अ हिप्नोटिक अँड सिडेटिव्ह बिकॉज ऑफ इट्स सिडेशन ॲक्शन, but it is also one of the first line anti-epileptic drug because its potent action. Okay, potent का आहे तर because it's in a smaller or smallest concentration, very low concentration, it provide its pharmacological action like a anti-epileptic. So because of this, it is first line anti-epileptic drugs, and adverse reaction of barbiturates are sedation. Adverse reactions are of barbiturates are dose dependent. Okay, so dose, when a repeated dose is used by that particular patient or any person, so adverse reactions are seen in that person. So that are like a sedation or decreased the cognitive and motoric functions. Barbiturates were largely displaced from everyday clinical practice with phenytoin and with recent anti-epileptic drugs. Okay, that are the adverse reaction of barbiturates in case of epilepsy. So here we see the all about various types of anti-epileptic drugs and their mechanism and various side effects and contraindication and therapeutic uses. Okay, in this slide all these are the anti-epileptic drugs, okay, like phenobarbital, phenytoin, mephenytoin, ethotoins, primidone, trimethadiones, paramethadone, ethosuximide, methosuximide, carbamazepine, and sodium valproate, that is valproic acid. So uh, in the last slide we just discuss about mechanism and various types of contraindication and adverse effect and therapeutic uses. In this slide that are explained in a table format, so you required to read or remember it. So these are the various types of diseases, then this is the column of marketed name of that drug, then these all these are the therapeutic uses of particular respectable drugs, then these are the doses, and the here is the route of administration of that drug, and these are the unwanted or adverse reactions of that particular drugs. Then our next point is anti-epileptic drugs withdrawal. What is the concept of anti-epileptic drugs withdrawal? So it can cause increased seizure. It occurs due to increased seizure frequency and severity. So in general, when barbiturates and benzodiazepines drugs are the most difficult to discontinue, so weeks or months may be required with very gradual doses of decrements to accomplish their complete removal. So complete discontinuance is an especially difficult problem if any patient is seizure free for 3 to 4 years, then gradual discontinuance might be considered. Okay, so when any patient it is suffer from epilepsy disease and he gave the treatment of anti-epileptic drug, so it is just difficult for that patient to withdraw all the therapy for that anti-epileptic drugs. Okay, so this अँटीइपिलेप्टिक थेरपी डिस्कंटिन्यू करण्यासाठी जवळजवळ बरेच वीक्स किंवा मंथ्स रिक्वायर आहेत. सो इट इज व्हेरी डिफिकल्ट टू डिस्कंटिन्यू द थेरपी फॉर therapy of drugs like barbiturates and benzodiazepines that are anti-epileptic drugs, and for the discontinuance of that anti-epileptic therapy near about 3 to 4 years completely required for that person. ओके, आत्तापर्यंत जेवढे पण पॉईंट्स बघितले इपिलेप्सीशी रिलेटेड, अँटी इपिलेप्टिक ड्रग्सशी रिलेटेड, जे की टोटली ॲलोपॅथिक ड्रग्ज आहेत. सो इट इज द वन ऑफ न्यू कन्सेप्ट ऑफ टू कंट्रोलिंग epilepsy or to manage the epilepsy, that is natural way to manage epilepsy by the 3 facts, that is by reducing trigger factors which are responsible to causes seizures, then by stimulation of vagus nerve, and third factor is by eating ketogenic diets. By these 3 ways epilepsy it is may be controlled or may be managed by natural way. Then our last point is status epilepsy, that is one of the also major type of epilepsy. So what happens in case of status epilepsy? It is defined as a seizure lasting longer than 30 minutes, or a series of seizures without a return to baseline level of alertness between the seizures. Okay, what happened in case of status epilepsy? It is consist of severe prolonged seizure or repeated grand mal seizures without recovery of consciousness between the attack. So it is the medicinal emergency, and the patient must be hospitalized for proper treatment. In case of status epilepsy, there is increasing recognition that most seizures or most of periodic attacks are brief of up to 3 to 4 minutes, and medication administration, if delay, it is associated with more refractory seizures as compared to other type of epilepsy. Status epilepsy, it is severe disease of epilepsy and it is one of the emergency conditions, so patient must be hospitalized for that treatment, and it occurs for up to 3 to 4 minutes time. And because of this periods of attack, it is one of the very serious and emergency condition. So what is the management of status epilepsy or treatments of status epilepsy? So in case of status epilepsy, drugs like diazepam, it is used for status epilepsy, and diazepam, it is one of the choice of drug which is for status epilepsy. It is given by intravenous route, and artificial respiration is also given for that patient. By additionally phenytoin drug, it may be given through intravenous route, and if by these three drugs, if convulsions not still controlled, or they become convulsions still persist for longer time, then also the paraldehyde, drugs like paraldehyde and halothane are also given in case of status epilepsy. So here our total chapter is covered by the points like the definition and concept of epilepsy, then etiology or causes, reasons, symptoms which are responsible to cause epilepsy, various types of epilepsy, and then the managements of epilepsy, that is anti-epileptic drugs, the classification of that drug, and pharmacokinetics of various types of anti-epileptic drugs. So all these points are read carefully and remember it. Thank you for listening.